welcome back to the only YouTube cooking show that you need to be watching. Now, this is my first video in, I guess, 4 weeks. I didn't do one 2 weeks ago because I was a little bit busy. My birthday came up and I had a whole bunch of other stuff going on and finances and blah, 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 blah. So I didn't do anything like that. The other thing I have to say is I originally set out goals for this channel as I was going to be cooking from a cookbook and doing some internet things on the side, you know, every now and again. Looking at everybody's response to the videos, the internet ones are getting more results than the cookbook ones. And they're a little bit more fun for me anyways, because the ones in the cookbook I was trying to like prove the recipes, prove to you that they worked, prove to everybody that they worked, whatever. But they're in a cookbook, I know they work, you know, whatever. So I'm going to kind of shelf those for a little bit. I might bring back a recipe every now and again. I mean, they're good recipes, love them. Some of them I haven't done, some of them I have. So I'm going to do things like that. But I'm going to be focusing more on internet recipes that are kind of unproven per se. A lot of times I come across a recipe and they just say, oh, this is gonna work, and it doesn't, like the baked strawberries that didn't work at all, or the soda cake even. But so that's kind of what I'm going to be focusing on, and you know, life hacks, kitchen hacks, whatever you want to call them in general, are going to be featured on here as well. And speaking of kitchen hacks, I've got one today. It's how to make your butter from the fridge softer. Now, what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to put boiling water in a cup or glass and then invert the glass on top, well, dump the water out. Get the glass nice and hot from the boiling water and then invert the butter stick underneath the glass, and it's supposed to warm it up. So I've got some boiling water in some glasses, and I've got 2 sticks of butter here. One of them is frozen from my freezer. The other one is from my fridge. So I'm going to test both of them. Now, I've had the water in the cups here. I touch them? Yes. They are quite hot. It's just water from my Keurig. It's not anything special. And the water from my Keurig is probably about 200 degrees. So it's 100 degrees hotter than boiling water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these glasses and dump the water out quickly, and take fridge and freezer, and this is all you're supposed to do. And I'm going to set a timer for 3 minutes, and after 3 minutes we're going to come back to them and prove, you know, if it works, if not. And it's supposed to be somewhat quick, so even 3 minutes is longer than you really need to, I'm sure, because your microwave can do it in about 30 seconds. And we'll come back to them in a minute. Okay, so it's 3 minutes later, and all I've done is, remember, I've just upturned these onto a flat surface to hold all the hot air in it, and this was refrigerated, this is frozen. So I've got a little plate here. Move these kind of aside. Yep. And let's test the refrigerated first. It is just as hard as it would have been coming out of the fridge. It has made no difference whatsoever. It's a little bit softer on the outside, but it's not any easier to cut. It's just, oh God, take this all apart. Set it aside. And then we've also got some bread. I mean, we might as well try and use this. So, I mean, I guess it kind of is on top, but it sure doesn't spread. So, clearly, I have no hopes for the frozen. And I can tell you right now, it's still a frozen brick. So, that was that. And, well, I mean, don't want to waste that. I'm going to take this block of butter and I will be right back in 30 seconds or less. This is the same refrigerated butter after 20 seconds at high power in my microwave. And it will spread on this bread. So as a quick way to heat up your butter, to make it easier to spread, the glass trick, the inverted glass trick, does not work. If you leave it for longer, maybe, I don't know. But it's supposed to be boiling water, that's all it says in the little picture, boiling water in a glass, and then invert the butter stick inside. And as you can see, it did not work. It tore my bread up. But 30 seconds, it was only 20 seconds. 20 seconds, 30 seconds or less, depending on the power of your microwave, will give you soft, spreadable butter. So 3 minutes for nothing, or 30 seconds for soft, spreadable butter. That's the big conundrum. So I don't know why you would want to waste a bunch of water and have a bunch of cups like that to have, you know, leave it out on the counter. You know you're going to use it. I mean, obviously just refrigerate it after the fact. Doesn't hurt. I mean, I don't know why anybody would do this. It's not a hack. It doesn't do anything. That's it from me this week. Simple, quick, to the point. This obviously wasn't a recipe for anything, but next week will be. Not next week, but 2 weeks from now, like always. Will be a recipe of some sort from the internet. I have somewhat of an idea, and I believe it's going to be a dessert because I like dessert, and so does everybody else. So, I mean, that's it for me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Remember to keep on watching, keep on liking, and if you don't like me, tell me why. Facebook.com, Cactus Con Carne is where I'm at. See you next time.